Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today I'm excited because I got my pile of loot from Big Bad Toy Store, and I finally got my Toxic Crusaders Dr Killemoff. I'm going to put on my Toxic Crusaders hat, and let's talk some Toxic Crusaders. Before I jump into the figure review, I want to show another pickup. Went to my local comic book store today. You might have seen in my shorts, there's a comic book store I go to. It's pretty close by. And I just started a box where you can get your comics delivered to. And you don't have to worry about missing out. So today I picked up Toxic Avenger number 4. And what's cool about this one is he comes with collector card. Ooh, focus there. These are the other cards I've gotten in the past. We have Toxie. Focus there. That one's a little... I had to look at this one for a while to kind of figure out what was going on. It's like the creature that's in there, one of the characters. He's drinking some of the toxic stuff. But it took me a minute. It's kind of hard to see. Then another one of Toxie here. But this is from Ahoy Comics. And it's a really good line. I wasn't sure how I felt about it. Like, you look at the art, and it's very different from like how Toxie's been portrayed in the past. But it grew on me a lot, and I like the story. I've been picking up there's multiple covers. I don't know. I like comics, but I'm not a huge comic book. I don't know a whole lot. I knew I guess they do variant covers. I know about that. But there's a few variant covers on these. I think there's maybe 3 per issue. But this is a variant of number 2. I like that artwork a lot. This one had some Radiation Rangers in there, which is really fun. The variant cover. It's more how Toxie has looked in the past, how I've known him. It's another one of the 4 day. This one was without the card, and then another version. The one I really wanted had Bonehead featured on there, but they didn't have that one. So I don't know if that's exclusive to somewhere or how I'm gonna have to find that one. But I'm excited. Let's open them up. Let's check them out. I got 2 of them, one to keep in the package and one to open up, put on display. But let's take a look. I'll show you the card real quick. I mean, this comes in a big card. Looks kind of like a toxic waste can. Pretty cool details. Has Killemoff's story here. Talks about how he's a cockroach from a different planet. Was it? He's from Smogula. He's from Smogula. But from what I can see, he looks a lot like the vintage. We're gonna compare, and we'll see. So I've got them out of the package, and I already lined them up with the others. This is the vintage, this is the new, that's the new Toxie, and that's the vintage Toxie. As you can see from the height, I mean, there was a big height difference, not big, but I mean, noticeable height difference between the Toxies. Killemoffs, they're not that far apart, pretty comparable. And he still looks really good with the new Toxie. So I'm excited to see the scale kind of being that way, where you can mix them in with the vintage ones, because I know they have other figures coming. And I was really concerned with Toxie being a little bit bigger, that they were just going to scale a little too big, but I think they're going to fit in nicely. I mean, even Toxie looks pretty good with the vintage line when I put him up there with the others. So I'm going to pull these guys away for a minute, and let's take a look at Killemoff. Now, I will tell you, I like him a lot, but there's I mean, I have some frustrations. And they're not even, I mean, putting the weapons in his hand, I wanted to throw this thing across the room. I think that's a given now. It's just, I mean, you have to heat your figures. They get them kind of loose. I mean, the plastic's kind of hard. I'd rather the fingers and stuff be tight than too loose. But man, oh man, I really had to pinch my fingers to get these things into his hands. So, but I mean, that's a small complaint. His sculpt looks really good. I'm going to take these weapons off so we can see him a little bit better. Let's go and pop that out on it too. Here we go. But really nice sculpt. It's got the badge here. The backpack. This is removable. And he has a little special feature here I'll show you in just a moment. Has the cloth cape. I mean, side by side. You notice there's a difference in the hoses. The original one had a bigger backpack, and the original one had a thing where you can like put stuff into the backpack and it would kind of squirt out, like either water or I think the output, like it said, like put in baking soda or something and it would kind of smoke out or fizz out, puff out maybe. The new one does not have that. It's just it's a solid piece there. And the new one, the hoses are permanently attached to the backpack as well as the mask. You can't take that off. So that's good if you lose accessories. You're not going to lose that. But I might prefer the original where you can take that off. But let's take a look at the big feature here. This is a pretty neat update to the figure that incorporates the character from the cartoon, what he could do. So his head pops off. And you have his true form, his cockroach alien bug form, which is pretty neat. And this is just on a spring. As a matter of fact, the first time I popped it off, it actually kind of popped out a little too much. You can kind of see the spring there. That would be a complaint. I wish this would lock into place better. I mean, it's not bad, but it doesn't feel sturdy or anything. And then the only way you can turn it is you're turning it actually on the actual spring. So, I mean, I wish that was engineered a little bit better, but I still think it's a neat feature. So, there's that. And then, to pop it down. Once you get it in, it's good, but you gotta make sure you really get his head on there or it's gonna be popping off. So I'm gonna pop his accessories off here, let you see how he looks without all this. So he's got the little belt here. Kind of like the old one. The old one, the belt would actually come off the backpack. This one's it's permanently attached there. So the head comes off. And the cape is its own separate piece as well. So yeah, pretty nice cape. Feels pretty good. It's the original one, a little bit more felt. This one's a little bit thinner. It's not bad. Here's the backpack and headpiece. And this is just a solid backpack. So yeah, there you go. Paint, you see the little splatter? He has that splatter like the original. The original one, a little different, and the paint's always different on all of them. I think it was just kind of done randomly. They'd all have little splatters, but it looks good on the new one. And probably because he's new, but man, the gold on there, the gold trim really pops. I mean, I'm sure on the vintage ones, these are pretty old, from the 90s. But yeah. I'm gonna put him back together and I'm gonna show you some of his other features. All right. Now, I'm gonna tell you what was easiest for me. I mean, you do you, but for me, it was easier to put the cape like onto the neck of the head and to put the belt through the cape and attach the belt onto the side of him first. That makes sense. To put all that stuff on there rather than trying to put the cape on, then put the head over top, and then try to get the belt through. It took a minute. I was getting a little frustrated. I don't know if I got the big hands. But I mean, the original one wasn't super easy to get all those pieces back on either, but there you go. But let's show you a little something here. So here he is under some black light. This is the new one. This is the vintage one. I'm a little disappointed the weapons aren't really like popping with the glow. Where you see like the vintage one, it really does pop. But his eyes and stuff look great. I'll show you here's the vintage Toxie and here's the new. And new Toxie really glows. But yeah, I mean the glow looks good. The weapons, I'll have to take them in the dark here in a second and see how they react in the dark. Also, he comes with slime. It's what his the plutonium canister is hidden in. Like the originals, they came with like a little secret packet of slime that had a hidden weapon or accessory. They still do that. Toxie had some moppy, and he came with the plutonium canister. I'll tell you about the slime. It is the worst slime. It's not like a nice fun slime that's just gooey. It's very stringy, sticky and stringy, and it feels like you're never gonna get it off your fingers or back into a canister. Same was with the Toxie. I actually threw that slime away because I poured it out thinking I'd make some cool photos, and it became a huge mess, and I just threw it away. This one I knew better. I took out the weapon and washed it off, and I just left the slime in here to keep in the canister. But if you're gonna use slime with the figures, I would advise is going to the Dollar Tree and buying some cheap slime. It's a lot better than this stringy, messy stuff. But yeah, all in all, I like them a lot. I wouldn't say I like them more than the vintage, and maybe time will tell. We'll see. But I'm excited. I'm excited for what Trick or Treat Studios is going to do with the new figures. They have, I think, like the mayor. They have, what's his girlfriend's name? Yvonne. Yeah, Yvonne. They'll be making her. So that's really cool. There's some things I would like. If I had the opportunity to improve them, I would improve, but it's not bad. And these run about $20, so that's not too bad either. I would definitely recommend them if you are a Toxic Crusader fan. I even wore my Toxic Avenger shirt for this, so you can tell I do like Toxie. And there was news recently that the Toxic Avenger movie, the new remake, finally found some distribution, so we're gonna see the movie have a wide release this year. I was worried because I kept on seeing, it felt more like kind of clickbait saying the movie's undistributable. I'm like, what? Just put it on streaming. But it's gonna get out there so we can see it. It's got a Peter Dinklage playing Toxie, so that'll be an interesting take. So, but there you go. Thanks for watching, and definitely give me a like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. And we'll see you next time.